Evening all, Marcus here, back again with another video, back again with another Oculus Go video. And in this video I'm going to cover why I'm sending this Oculus Go back. Now, before you hit those comments and you start downvoting, I actually have a replacement. I have a second one. So why do I have a second one? Why is this one going back? Well, stay tuned, I'll tell you why. Welcome back. Now, why do I have two Oculus Go's? Well, this one, my original one, I had got it on release. It was actually one of the first ones to kind of be released. I actually kind of got it earlier than even a lot of shops did. So before Amazon in the UK stocked it, I had this for about a month. And I was quite lucky, I kind of felt at the time, to kind of have it almost kind of early. Not through sort of any contacts or anything like that. I just ordered it straight from the Oculus Go website, or the Oculus website even, and you know, managed to get it about a month earlier than people. So I was putting out videos, and you know, you guys have been watching, and some of you have been watching since then. So it's not been bad. It's put in a lot of work. I've worked it really hard, and probably harder than most people probably work these sort of things. You know, I've side-loaded all sorts of things. I'm streaming with it. I'm doing all sorts. The head strap is starting to look a little bit tatty. What's that, 6 months on? But I've used it a lot. I'm not your kind of average user for the Oculus Go. I'd probably say I'm an extreme high user for the headset. So, you know, give it that. So why am I sending it back? Well, it's developed a fault since the last update, or the update before. I'm not sure exactly when. It's got a rebooting issue. So it reboots itself on its own without me touching it when it's in standby. I'm just on the home screen in the Oculus Go. I've hit the power button, so it's just in standby. I leave it on the side. Next thing you know, it starts rebooting itself. And unfortunately what that does is then just keeps draining the battery. So all through the night it's rebooting over and over again. The only way to really stop that is to turn it off every time. I've played around with the power settings, I've turned on and off developer mode, I've done various other things. I've even like reset it to factory settings, only installed the minimum apps. I literally actually installed no apps, uninstalled even the default things that install themselves, and it still did the reboot. So I'm having to send it back. But saying that, if I leave it in an app, so if I boot up an app, even just the gallery app, and leave it in that while I put it on standby, it doesn't reboot. I'm not sure what's going on there. So there's obviously something there where it's keeping that app in play and that stops it from rebooting. But if you're just on the home screen or any other kind of normal menu option, it'll just reboot, and it does it randomly. I mean, it might do it while we're chatting, it might not. It's on the home screen at the moment, but you know, it's going to have to go back. So why do I have a second headset? Well, this one is going back to Oculus. So I contacted Oculus support. They didn't know what was wrong with it, so they want to send it back, and they want to sort of review it and check it over and that sort of thing, and get run some diagnostics on it and whatever. And they'll send me a brand new replacement, whether that's refurbished or secondhand, I don't know. But they'll send me a replacement, which is fine. The only downside to that is it can take 12 working days from when they receive it, which is practically 3 weeks. So I couldn't go 3 weeks without putting an Oculus Go video on this channel, so I had to go out and buy myself a second one. Now the good news is I do need a second one anyway, because I was using this headset for business type stuff. So I was taking it to events, running some 360 stuff, and using this headset to kind of show people sort of VR. So I needed one that was probably separate anyway for business and pleasure, as it were. So, you know, that's what this is going to be. So this one will be for business, and then this one will be for pleasure when obviously I get the replacement headset. So I'm able to keep creating content while this goes off for repair. I'll send it off this week, and hopefully I'll get it back and there'll be no sort of issues. I've not heard of anybody else having the same sort of issue as me with the rebooting. I've been on the Reddit, I've been on the forums. I've not seen any posts, but if you've had that issue, let me know. It'd be interesting to know down below. You know, it seems to be just my headset, so God knows what's going on. As I say, I've used it pretty intensively, so maybe I've done something to it, and hopefully Oculus can just fix it. It would have been ideal if Oculus would have sent me a replacement headset before sending this one back, but they do want it back before sending it. One thing to note though, they did very specifically ask for the box back, so if you've got an Oculus Go, hang on to your box. If it needs to go back to Oculus, they want that box. So the box that it comes in, the retail packaging, save it. They want to see that if you send it back. Oculus support are quite helpful, so make sure that if you do have any sorts of issues with your headset, you do contact them first. You can go on the live chat to chat to them first, or you can also send them emails as well, and they'll chat through your issues sort of thing. So if you do have an issue they can fix, they'll fix it. If not, they'll replace it. So it is good. So at the end of the day, I'm sending my Oculus Go back for repair because I want to keep using it. I think I'm a heavy user. I've probably done something to it. They're going to replace it for me. Brilliant, can't argue with that. And you know, I've got a second headset anyway. Bought a second one, so I now own two. You know, so I'm not going anywhere with the Oculus Go content, so I still 100% recommend the headset. As a heavy user, so it's probably me just using it so much that I've damaged it, and I still recommend getting one. You know, with the support that you get with them anyway. If you're in the EU, you get a 2-year warranty on all electronics anyway, so you're covered. So, you know, just go for it. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, thumbs down if you didn't, that's fine, I'm big enough and ugly enough to take it if you didn't like it. Just let me know in the comments down below why you didn't like it, and I'll try and do better for next time. Become one of the Remarkables, hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when I next upload a video, and that's me done, I'm out, have a virtual high five.